Hey owners, grab your cups. It's time to manifest. Let's go, Lady Yo.
Let's go, Tracy.
Unstoppable.
Say I am unstoppable. Let me hear you say I am unstoppable. And let's go and sing. Hey. Oh yeah. I heard that I would fail. Then I heard you won't prevail. Then I heard all the things that I can't do. And then you strengthen.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. I am your host, Tracy Berry McGee, also known as Divine T.
And I am your co-host, Yolanda Langford, and you know what they call me, Lady Yo.
That's right, Lady Yo. What's in your cup? Is it full of what? What you sipping on?
My cup is full. I am sipping on that dark roast today.
All right now. All right now. Well, you know what? The dark roast is always good. You know, I'm sipping on black coffee, no sugar, no cream. It's Caldi's. It has a hint of that maple spice. And you know what? It has a little bit of Caribbean rum. That's part of the coffee.
Oh my goodness, Tracy.
Yes, it's called Highlander Grog. It's good. Yes, my cup is overflowing because you know what? I feel good. I've been working out just a little bit, trying to get my mindset right.
You're doing great. You're doing great. I mean, I'll tell you what, we can see it.
Thank you. I'm working on my food intake. I'm still having a problem with that. But speaking of food, y'all know what? It's Tell Me Something Good. And you know we got a simple dish of the week. It's Super Bowl week. So tell me, what is our, do you have a Super Bowl dish?
Oh.
I know everybody has a favorite dish for Super Bowl. Do you have one?
Yes, indeed. I am known for the chili.
The chili?
Yes, you know, and it's simple to me, but I use 2 types of beans. But the secret ingredient, I add beef hot links.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Y'all know she always talking about her food, and every so often I get a little bit of taste. But I want to know, is it hot and spicy? Because I can't really do the spice.
Well, you know, it's not hot and spicy, but it has a little kick.
It has a little kick. It has a little kick. Well, you know what? I'm here for it.
Okay.
I'm here for it. We always make like the wings. Everybody does wings.
Absolutely.
For Super Bowl, and the dips. My daughter's good with the dips, you know, and I just bring the tequila. That's part of my diet. You know, they said that you can't do like the margaritas, but you can do the tequila, y'all. You
Absolutely,
really can.
absolutely.
Well, you know, it's time for our wellness check. You know, we do a wellness check all the time.
Yes.
We say check on your strong friends.
Yes.
I want to know, you got to be intentional about this. What strong friends are you checking on?
Today I'm checking on Jacqueline Green, Leah Harris, and Kibra Peoples. How about you?
Well, you know what? I don't know if I have specific friends that I'm checking on. I want to check on my husband because the 49ers didn't get to go to the Super Bowl.
No.
And you know, those Rams are playing. So I'm going to keep checking on him because, you know, this whole week is going to be a little stressful.
A little rough.
But you know what? I know what I'm really excited about. Our What's in Your Cup guest of the day. You know who it is. We have another strong friend. She's a strong woman. Yes. Coach Averi Woodley. Y'all say it with me, Averi Woodley. She's going to be coming right up. Yes.
Yes, indeed. I can't wait because she has some exciting things to talk about for men and for women.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? She's coming up. But for now, you guys grab your pen and your journals and let's get ready for our cup of Own Your Now Therapy. It's sponsored by Archwell Health.
The care teams that we've designed at Archwell Health work together on every individual patient. The doctors have partners that allow them to spend a lot of time listening. It really allows us to be the best provider for you that we can be.
I am blind, but I need not see. I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free.
Hi, I'm Averi Woodley, your favorite coach and influencer. Keep watching the Own Your Now show on the TV network.
So now it's time for our Own Your Now affirmation word of the day. My word for today is intentional. Intentional. We have to be intentional, everyone. Lady, y'all say it with me. Be intentional. I gotta ask you, what are you being intentional about this year?
You know, Tracy, I am being intentional about taking my vitamins. You know, when you get up in the morning, you'll be rushing, and I was, oh, I didn't take my vitamins, so now I sit them out at night. So
Got
that
it.
when I do my morning routine, I have my vitamins because I want to be well.
Well, you know what I'm doing? I'm drinking more water. I'm being more intentional about drinking water. I started working out. Like I said, I haven't been able to eat like 5 meals a day. My trainer's like, she said, break the
Small
meals
meals,
up, small
yes.
meals. But the water thing, I need to be more intentional about water. And then that moss stuff that everybody.
Sea moss.
My husband
Yes.
makes it, and he
What?
eats it. It's this. It has no flavor, but it has this substance.
A
that
consistency that you have to get used to.
you have to get used to. But you know what? I can put it in a smoothie and I can drink anything.
Okay.
So I'm going to be more intentional about the things that I eat, the people that I speak to,
Yes.
the people that I need to let go. 'Cause sometimes we got to let go and let flow. Everybody not go where you grow. And I'm going to be intentional about the words that come out of my mouth. I'm really
Absolutely.
intentional about that. So everybody, let's think about being intentional and let's get ready for our transformational song of the day. It's Changes by Lady Bree. And those of you at home, please take some time for us and for you to stretch together. And make sure you check on your strong friends. So we're going to start off with reaching out to your strong friend. You got it? Reach out, reach out. I feel like Patty, reach out.
Yes.
Touch, and then you're gonna cross your arms slowly. And then bring it close to your heart. I want you to be intentional about listening to your heart. You feel that?
Yes, indeed. It's being strong.
Be intentional about your goals and the things that you set for yourself. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Deep breath in and let it go. And then you know what we do? We hug ourselves. So take a big hug, collective breath in and out. You have to love yourself first. And out. Release. Namaste, everybody. Namaste. How do you feel?
I feel great. Just when you breathe in, fill your lungs up and then let it go. Just let you know you are alive.
Yes, you know, we keep saying that we want to be intentional about being a wellness show that takes care of ourselves. And oftentimes we don't take the time to breathe, to just be still. You know, I often say that being still is an action word.
It is an action word. And speaking of action, when we return, get ready for our What's in Your Cup guest, the beautiful Averi Woodley.
Yes.
Life is all about the journey. Life's curves, hitting the road fast or slow. Celebrations, anniversaries, and birthdays. Everything in life is about moving forward. Whatever direction you choose to go, go far, go in style. New or used, go with Fraser Automotive.
Worried about your friend, but don't know how to reach out?
You could say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR. It's all good if you think you should check in. Yeah, you should. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
And as promised, we have mother, trainer, coach, and entrepreneur, Averi Woodley. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, beautiful ladies. How are you?
Well, we are fantastic. Thankful that you said yes, because girl,
Yes.
I might need some coaching.
That's right.
here.
That's right. Well, let's get it started. First off, what's in your cup? What you sipping on?
Okay, so in my cup I have lemon ginger tea.
Oh,
Ginger.
I like
See,
ginger. I like
healthy.
lemon. Getting your health on. Well,
Yes.
you know, I want to jump right in because
Okay.
I need all the information I can
All right,
get
let's
from
do
you,
it.
girl. What made you say yes to wanting to coach men and women to inspire them to be better?
Okay, so being a woman, obviously I was like, okay, I'm going to work with only women.
Right.
And the type of coaching I do, it's everything from the inside out. as I did that, I realized I can't work with women and completely ignore men. I can't uplift and empower women and drop the ball on men, because it was coming in a lot, and I saw a demand for it through conversations, through training, and I was like, you know what, God opened up my territory.
Yes.
Because I was like putting myself in this lane.
Right.
I'm for women, I'm for moms, I'm for single women, I'm for, women that are married, women that are divorced, all this kind of stuff. And he was like, no, but we're talking about the unit. You know what I'm saying? You need to address and coach and inspire and motivate the unit, whether it's for personal relationships, business relationships, or whatever. And I have sons, right? So it's like, I can't negate the fact that I have
Does she
them.
look at
She does
Oh my
not.
goodness.
So I have a daughter, and I have, and I have my sons. I'm close to my father just as close as I am to my mother. So I'm like, you know what? I have to show our kings some love, just like I'm showing the queens. So.
Oh, I
Yes.
like that. Show our king some love.
Yes.
Like you're showing the queen.
I know everybody watches TikToks and the reels, and sometimes you literally break down what it means to be real and be whole.
Yes.
When I think about being whole, I don't think that people understand that concept. Please share when you talk about being whole.
Okay, so when I talk about being whole, it's everything. It's your mind, it's your body, it's your soul, it's your spirit, it's your emotions. But
Yes.
really what it is being able to look in the mirror and accept all of you,
Yes.
right? The good, the bad, your strengths, your weaknesses, celebrating your wins, and then anything that you need to work on, holding yourself accountable. Because what we do is we think that our wholeness, right? We live in a society where our wholeness is based on what we have because of social media, right?
Yes.
Social media, we absolutely love it. We love TikTok, we love the reels, we love Twitter, but you start to get hung up on what everybody's wearing.
Yes.
Yes.
What jobs, what promotions, what business are they starting, the hustle and bustle of everything, what, fabulous vacations are they taking. And then you see all this stuff and you're like, oh, they're whole, they have it going on.
When they don't.
And underneath, they are broken,
Yes.
they are struggling. And that's what I want people to realize is that, you know what, you have to love yourself where you're at, accept yourself where you're at, and that's what makes you whole. You know what I'm saying?
It's so interesting that you say that. Of course, we all just a couple of weeks ago heard about Miss USA, and that was devastating because as a community,
hits home.
We see social media and we see a person that looks great on the outside, and they take a beautiful picture. A lot of times we do it, but then we go back inside, and as a therapist, I
Yes.
know that for a fact that everything isn't always golden.
No,
It is
indeed.
not. And social media, it does paint this picture that everything is great. And
Yes.
so we have to think about what happens when the cameras are gone.
Oh my gosh, when you're off the stage. Whatever stage is your life, right?
Yes.
So if you're a teacher, it's in the classroom, whether you're literally on a stage, but wherever you get up and you have to show up every day, you are on stage.
Yes.
But when you
Yes.
get behind closed doors, when the lights are down, when the cameras stop rolling,
Right.
What
When
does it look
what
like?
they call that, the light that they put in front of when you're taping?
like the ring light.
Yeah, when the ring light is gone.
When
Yes.
the ring light is gone, and
Right.
it's just you. When you're not, when you're not busy with your loved ones or your kids or your girlfriends. When you're sitting in the quiet,
Yes.
That part.
it's
that
like,
part.
can you sit in the quiet?
Can you
with your-
sit with
Can you
yourself?
sit with yourself? That's what
Yes.
it's about. Can you sit with yourself?
Tracy and I always say people need to realize you are enough.
Yes.
And you don't have to fill it up with a bunch of things. And it's okay to be quiet, sit with yourself, and love on yourself. And
Love on yourself.
now that we're on the subject, a lot of people talk about self-love all the
Yes.
time. And it's not just a pedicure and a manicure
No,
with
it's
your
not.
hair done.
No.
That's just a
No.
whole nother subject with us ladies
Well,
since we're
wait a
talking,
minute.
okay?
Okay, we're jumping the gun.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious, because you know what? For me, self-care is sometimes just sitting in my car. Sitting in your car is
Moms
self-care.
do that a lot.
And
Moms-
once they
It is the
start
best
texting
thing.
you, come in the house. I'm good.
I'm
because
saying
it's your safe space, right? So in the car, I know a lot of people that will go into like their closet. At one point, I turned a spot in my closet to I had like a little beanbag chair,
Right.
scooted some clothes out the way. But self-love is a practice.
Yes,
it
indeed.
is.
It's easier said than done, and it's neat to see the little self-love quotes and be like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But real love, imagine when you're raising a child, right? It's not always pretty, but you love them. You correct them, you
Yes.
push them.
With love.
It's all with love, right?
There's boundaries,
There's
there's
boundaries,
rules and
that is
regulations.
all love. Real self-love is almost everything that you cannot see and that you cannot physically touch.
I like
I
that.
love that.
You
I
have
love
to
that.
learn to nurture yourself.
You know, one of the things that I always talk about, we talk about the love principle. Listen, observe, validate, and empower. You have to remember to listen to yourself. I see you do that all the time. Like, let me think about what it is that I need for myself. Observe the people around you,
Yes.
the people that are not around you. Observe the
Yes.
environment that you're in. There's this song, I think she says, I'm not supposed to be here. Like, really, what does that mean? It means that I'm not supposed to be in this space.
Yes.
So let me remove myself.
Yes. Yes.
But the V is validation, validating yourself and empowering yourself. Now, you have 3 children.
Yes.
You're
And I have a bonus too.
entrepreneur
Yes.
and a bonus.
Yep.
So, and you're entrepreneur. We know we talk about this all the time. How do you balance?
Yes.
How do you balance it?
Honestly, at one point I was not balancing it. I made it look like I was balancing
Okay.
it. So when you guys spoke on the former Miss USA, who, you know, felt the need that she had to go. You know, life was too much. Living was too painful. I was at a point years ago where I constantly poured from an empty cup, right?
Yes.
From the outside, you probably couldn't tell. Okay, I tell people I was like the Walking Dead or like a zombie, right? So from the outside, it was all together. I was constantly pouring and giving to everybody, everything.
Yes. I
understand
and
that.
my clients and not
Yes.
myself,
Especially
right?
as moms, we do that with our
So
kids.
I'm like, okay, but the more I go, I'm just gonna go, right? Busy, because we live in a world where everybody's about like busy. Busy is good. Be
Right.
productive. Do this, and it's like sometimes you have to slow it down.
Own your now.
So I realized that my balance. First of all, I had to, because there was a disimbalance. You know what I'm saying? There was like no balance whatsoever.
Right.
I was pushing everybody else up to go here, and I was completely down here. So I removed myself from a lot of things. I stepped away, right? Like
She
I
was
can't.
intentional.
I was
Yes.
intentional. I can't leave my kids, right? But the way I'm operating, what kind of mother am I going to be, right? I
Yes.
can't give them my best self. I can't show up as my best self.
You know, you
when I'm not
have a
showing up
little
for
girl.
myself.
I remember when my son was little, and you go in the bathroom and you see little fingers under the door.
Yes.
You're like, I need a break. I need to
just a
take
minute.
some time.
I need a break. I need a break. So now, you know, and here's the thing with balance. It's never going to be the same all the time. What
Right.
my balance looks like now, it's going to look different maybe in 3 or 4 months. In the summertime, it's completely different. The kids are out of school,
and
right?
that's fine.
That is
that's
fine, and you
fine.
constantly check in with yourself.
Yes.
And if you're feeling like, so when I'm feeling like this, okay, we talk about red flags in relationships, but you
Yes.
have your own flags for yourself. So when you start feeling like, okay, I'm suffocating a little bit, or I'm tired, or I'm like just running, and you
need
show
to
up
be
to work,
still,
or you
yeah.
show up somewhere, you're like, wait a minute, I don't remember getting here.
God,
because
no.
you're just
Or
constantly
I'm
on
not
the go.
supposed to be
We've
here. I was-
all been there.
that's
We've
what-
all had
yes.
that moment. Walking into a room and saying, what was I coming to this room for?
What was I coming to this room
Yes.
for? Like you
Yes.
just, because you're running and you can't stop and you're just going. So you hit the pause button, and that's what I do. And I'm like, okay, what am I going to do today? Recently, last week I posted, I was like, you know, handle life like you do laundry. Sometimes one
Yes.
load at a time.
I saw that.
Hey.
One load at a time.
Say that
So it's
again, sis.
one load at a
Yes.
time. Handle life like laundry, one load at a
Yes,
time.
yes.
So sometimes, you know, I'll go through the week or I go through the day and I'm like, okay, what really needs my immediate attention? Okay? If this needs my immediate attention, if this child or if this client does, what do I need to do for myself so I can give them the best Avery in this
Okay.
moment in space?
You know, you also work out.
Yes, a lot.
Now, I was gonna say, is that
Yes.
on a Monday? How often? Because I'm trying. We both are in
We
the
are
process.
trying. Yes, indeed.
We're not where you are, but we're getting
Work
there.
in process.
We're work in progress.
Everything is constant progress.
Yes.
I don't believe there's ever an end game, right? So it's always constant progress. It's always trust the process, all of that. So every day you get up, you try to become better, but the fact that you're doing it.
So you do it every day?
No, sometimes, okay.
I'm like,
Tracy, what
I
you do
don't
it every day?
You know what? But no, sometimes I do work out every day. But on average, right? Because you do want to have a plan. So on average, I try to at least do 3 times a week.
And you know what I always tell people? I used to beat myself up if I didn't get it all in.
You don't
I
have to do
just
it all.
nowadays try to do something.
Okay, so I have a message with that, right?
Yes.
You do. You will beat yourself up. The only thing when you really try to stick to a super strict plan. Now,
Yes.
sometimes in the beginning you have to, right, to get out of the rut, to get up off the
Yes.
couch, and to get your momentum going. But I used to do that as well. I would work out all the time. If I missed a workout, it would actually like kind of pull me down to
Yes.
the dumps, right?
I
And
feel that way.
I was reading a book recently, Emotional Intelligence.
Yes.
And they talk about, the
I.
importance of working out, right? And how it's good for, your mental health and all of that. But when you get accustomed to doing it all the time and you miss a day, then you start to beat yourself up. So you have to give yourself some grace, and you have to say, you know what, I'm just gonna move. So whether it's deciding to park at the end of the parking lot and to walk in, or I've told people if you miss your workout, then maybe that day get a little bit stricter on your food.
Go up and get the laundry, go down the steps to get the laundry.
You know what I'm saying? You do something to tweak it, but do not beat yourself up.
Yes.
If you have to like get up and do some jumping jacks, like I'm all about little stuff, right? If it's gonna be a lifestyle change, it can't just be overnight. Whether it's eating healthier or working out, if you're coming from the couch, I don't expect you to get up every day and start training for a marathon, right?
There you go.
If you have trouble eating, you're not supposed to eat everything, throw out everything in your refrigerator and cabinet. Do little small changes where you can be consistent.
Yes.
And then before you know it, you're like, what? I've been doing this for 6 months. I've been doing this for a year.
I want to talk to you about this because as a coach, talk to people about when you say coaching, because you say same team. That's your hashtag, same team. When you say coaching, it's not just the working out. It's mind, body, spirit. Talk to us about that.
Okay. So it's mind, basically, like you said, it's mind, body, spirit.
Yes.
Years ago when I was a trainer, just physical fitness trainer, I
Was it
realized
Bad Bish? What was it?
Yes, it was Bad Bish Boot Camp.
Okay, now.
It was Bad Bish Boot Camp. And, that was for women only, but when they would come into my space, right? When they would come into me, I had women that would cry.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
I had, whether they were tired with work, whether they were stressed out, whether it was their personal life. But my message for that, it was never like, oh, just come in and lose weight so you can go on a trip to Miami.
Or wear your bikini.
My message was come in here and become the baddest version of yourself, right? I want you to be able to look in the mirror. Yes, look in the mirror and fall in love with everything you see from the inside out. And that's who I would coach. I don't coach, it's not about your physical body, right? We are getting you in shape.
The whole woman.
For life. I am getting you in shape for life. I'm helping you build your endurance and your strength in whatever areas you need. Now, when it comes to the physical, that was just like, it's just the icing on the cake, right?
Yes, because you got to feel good on the inside.
You have to feel good on the inside. It's about your inside matching your outside.
Absolutely.
So we talk about all that. I'm an advocate for therapy.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm a huge advocate for therapy, and then I noticed that a lot of people need that person in between.
Yes.
So it's more like I'm a mentor and accountability partner,
Yes.
and I'm that person that you can pick up the phone and call.
Okay.
Or if you need to text or whatever, because we are in a world, social media, right?
So no, you don't have to call Tyrone. You can call Averi.
Call Avery.
Call Avery.
I have a question, and you look 18, darling. So
I'm
I'm
absolutely
about to ask this question. What would you tell your 18-year-old self, and what words of encouragement? Because we have young ladies that are looking up to you, and what would you tell them as an 18-year-old young Averi?
You know what? When I was 18, I had the wrong idea of what a strong woman was.
Okay.
Yes.
Right? And I realized that, in order to really be strong, you have to be in tune with yourself.
Yes.
You have to feel everything. Okay? So growing up, it was like, you're strong. You gotta be strong. You gotta be strong.
We hear it all
I
the
never
time.
felt anything. I never really accepted anything.
Oh, that's good.
So you're
That's
constantly
good.
sweeping stuff under the rug. I would tell my 18-year-old self to pause and to feel it all. To face it all and to feel it all.
Yes.
And to keep going, because eventually it's going to come, it's going to show up, and then you have to deal with it all at, you know what I'm saying? It piles in. So that's what I would say to the young girls out there, the 18-year-olds, right?
Awesome.
I know they're seeing all this stuff about being a boss babe and doing.
But feel it. Just
But
feel
you
it.
gotta feel it. You know
Enjoy
what I'm
the
saying?
moment.
Enjoy the moment. If it's heartache, grieve.
Grieve.
You know what I'm saying?
Grieve.
If it's a
That's
breakup,
good.
feel it. Don't just instantly check in with the next person.
Yes.
Check in with yourself. So that's what I would say. Feel it all, face it, work through it, and then keep going.
We have.
right.
We always ask your affirmation word. What is your affirmation word for today?
Acceptance.
Acceptance.
I'm big on acceptance, and it's accepting all of you,
Yes.
right? Because we constantly are
love
beating
that.
ourselves up. We're constantly bombarded with these images of how we should be, how we should show up.
That's it.
And you start to attack yourself, right?
Yes.
So accept you. You
Accept
can't
you.
do
Accept
anything. You can't build anything. You can't build the business. You can't build the brand. You can't build the family if you don't accept
Acceptance.
you. You are the foundation. You are your core,
How can we find you?
Okay.
How do you stay connected?
Yes.
Okay, so not TikTok. No, I'm on there, but not really.
Yes.
I usually use Instagram. So
Got
it's
it.
just Averi_Woodley. And on there's a link in my bio. You can schedule coaching sessions. You can also email me at info@averiwoodley.com. I am on Facebook and on YouTube, Averi Woodley. That's where a lot of my same team videos go for, for men and women, bringing them together. And so we can like rise above and
That's
heal
everything.
and grow and really
Wow.
thrive and live instead of just existing.
We thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
ladies.
so much.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna check in with myself.
We
Check in with
thank
yourself.
Averi for being a part of our team.
Yes.
When we return, get ready for the Own Your Now flow.
It's not about exact measurements or the perfect dice when it comes to cooking. Good food is about feeling, inspired food is about comfort, and pure food is about feeding the soul. You have to have soul to feed people right, so pull up a chair, take a taste, and let Pure Catering do the cooking. Visit Pure Catering Cafe STL at the Missouri Historical Society today.
The sooner you recognize the signs of autism, the sooner you can make a lifetime of difference for your child. Start by answering a few simple questions at screenforautism.org.
So now it's time for the Own Your Now flow. We want to thank Averi Woodley. Follow her on Averi Woodley everything. I'm sure you all will be able to find her. But you know what, Lady O? She was literally everything.
She was.
What is your affirmation word for today?
Trust. You know, you have to trust the process, and that's what Averi talked about. Is there's a process to this thing called life, and you have to connect with yourself. So trust.
I like that. She said this thing called life. That's important for us. I want you all to realize as guests, stay connected to us. You all can be our guests. You can come into the studio, go to our website, or you can download the ITV app. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. But you know, I like the fact that you said trust the process. When you trust the process, you're intentional about your journey. But you have to also give yourself a little grace and be understanding of the fact that it's okay to have full acceptance of who you are and where you're growing.
Yes.
Until next time, keep your cups full.
Go out and create some vibrant vibes. Keep sipping peace, love, and positivity.
And remember, tomorrow isn't promised, so own your now.